Hello beautiful souls and welcome back. It has been a hot amazing minute and I am back here with a new video. Top quality, beautiful, fresh, sunny energy, and I'm coming to you from Fort Myers. It is very beautiful today, very sunny. The last 2 days it was raining for most of the day, which it was a really good excuse to look at my gratitude list and look a little bit deeper over there, which is always a great opportunity to find something new and step up on my own journey. And if you are new over here, my name is Riza Mozal. I am an energy healer and a spiritual mentor, and I love helping people heal their energy so they can start living in their full light and operating from their full potential, no longer restricted by the old conditioning, past pain, and all the stuff that keeps us stuck. And this is the video that I wanted to exactly talk in a little bit bigger detail. How come we are staying stuck? What's going on within us when we want so much, more than anything else in the world and often, to not be in the same situation over and over again, yet we're ending up over there? How come we're staying stuck? How come we're making work? We're taking some steps forward, we're raising our frequency, vibration, we are developing and expanding, we're healing, yet we are reaching back again to these lower states of guilt and shame. And if this is a part of your journey, please watch till the end, because your answers might be found over here. So over and over again, when I work with people and when I come across people, when I hear people sharing, when I see what people are going through, when people come to me with their stuff, I see over and over again repeating same old patterns. And this is very human-like, okay? So one of the first things to understand is that this is our human nature through the conditioning for the last thousands and thousands of years, to pick the safe, which it is familiar. It doesn't mean that it is constructive, it doesn't mean it is the best, it doesn't mean it is actually useful and helpful any longer. It is just familiar. It is just what we've been doing for our lives. It's like when I wasn't the most healthy person, when my body wasn't feeling the best inside and out, and when I look back at the way I was eating, it wasn't just the energy, it was as well what I was putting into my system, how I was using my body, what was the energy like, and the old conditioning within it. So I was eating this same stuff, I was eating in this same way that no longer served me best, yet I was finding myself going back into the old habits and then feeling guilty for doing so. And over again, I come across people that they are on their journey and they are really ready to move on away from repeating the same patterns, move on from being in the same pain, move on from the same type of relationships. The face is just changing, move away from the same type of jobs that they do feel yet exactly the same. Unhappy, sad, bored, unfulfilled, not appreciated, not shining bright enough according to your own heart-driven potential, repeating the same patterns where you find yourself feeling just not good with who you are, because you know deep inside there is so much more there for you. And what usually I find with every single session that I go into with my clients is those energy blocks within the first 3 centers. And the most of the blocks that I'm finding is exactly in the root chakra. And I will explain that in another video in much more detail, because I've been called to create a specific video that explains the chakras. How do we actually understand them in this new world with these new energies, and now how to heal them, how to cleanse them and purify them. And I will talk about it very soon, so watch out for that video coming out with so much high vibe. And we stay stuck because we have unprocessed energy within us, unprocessed emotion. Emotion is an energy in motion that was not processed through not knowing how to breathe, how to be present, how to stay present, how to not cling into a specific meaning like bad, wrong, not good enough, which is giving a specific meaning that implies a resistance towards it. So any energy that in natural construction of energy is to flow through us, through all of our energy centers. Yet when we call some sensation that doesn't feel good, that's wrong, we block it down, we push it down. Then the memory comes back a day later, the same evening maybe, a week later, and we resist processing that situation, that emotion towards that situation, person, a group of people, institution, workplace, boss, co-worker, your ex, your parents. We resist, but not knowing how to process that, and we push it down even more and more and more and more. And there is such a thing as creating trauma, creating trapped, unprocessed energy within your body, which turns into energy blocks. So when you constantly, in a subconscious, not even being aware of it, you keep on repeating in your head about, I hate what my mom have done to me, I hate what my mom have done to me, how could she do that for me, she's my mom, she's supposed to be this and that, not this and not that, how could she let that happen? When you have that in your subconscious, repeating over and over again, your brain doesn't know the difference between you just thinking about the situation and being in that situation like it would just happen for the first time. It doesn't see the difference, and it creates exactly the same cocktail of harmful chemicals that they are attached to resisting and rejecting that situation. Totally different story happens when we just allow it to flow, when we no longer attach a specific meaning that resists and pushes down. Yet we've never been shown how to do it. We've never been shown how to even become our own parents and parent ourselves through the healing process. And I do strongly agree that we need help. There is no way I would be able to help hundreds of people, thousands of people that I helped so far, if I would not ask for help myself first over 6 years ago. If I would not do it, everything that I was told what to do by that help, after asking for it, if I would not apply every single action I was told to do, or I was said, I think it will be good for you to do, there is no way I would be able to be here and now and be helpful and useful and bring any value and quality into anything I'm doing. So if you find yourself in your life repeating same old patterns, what I would suggest to you is to look into your energy. Learn about energy as much as you can through opening your heart, making meditation your number one priority, which is making yourself your number one priority, taking your power back and stopping relying on other people making you happy. That's just never going to happen. When we stop resisting what simply wants to, because that energy that is within you, it wants to flow through you, it wants to flow out of you. Majority of your energy is wasted on pushing that down and resisting any situation and opportunity that comes to you in your life every day to let go of that. So if you see a trigger, if you see your neighbor shouting at her daughter, you feel triggered, you feel anger, and maybe you want to call police, maybe you want to go there, maybe you want to tell her where to go or what to do, maybe you want to threaten her, maybe you just want to move away, maybe you just want to cry and you don't know what's going on. This is you being triggered by how you were treated by your mom back in the day, or by what should and shouldn't be. And I'm not saying that's right, not at all. All I'm saying is that the life gives you an opportunity every single day to release from within you, from inside out of you, going upwards through all your chakras, every stuck energy, every old stuck emotion, every energy block, by showing on your path. So when you look at everything that triggers you, anything that doesn't feel right, this is a beautiful and very divine green light for you to look within. Which part of me is triggered? What kind of energy I can release right now? And I fully understand that if you're just starting with your spiritual journey and spiritual awakening, if you're just starting your shadow work and waking up to the beauty of who you are and how much you can release and let go and transmute within you and around you, it might feel like, whoa, how the heck can I do it? Cleaning and cleansing your energy centers on a daily basis will be number one in your meditations, and making yourself and your meditation your number one priority. And everything has changed since last year. It's no longer enough to do 5-10 minutes meditation. You've got to really invest in yourself, because energy is so much bigger and higher. Everything moves so much faster. So you've got to as well put into yourself and invest into yourself in a much bigger way, but as well you will get the results so much faster and so much more profoundly. You will be receiving the rewards every single day when you learn how to love yourself and take care of yourself. So if there is any pattern within your life you no longer want to repeat, you no longer want to feel not good enough, you no longer want to feel like you're a failure, you no longer want to judge yourself and feel like you are judged by others, if you no longer want to just, maybe you struggle to find friends and a relationship, if that's the case, I'm going to very strongly suggest to place yourself as your number one priority. Invest your time, your energy, your love, your money into improving how you are feeling about yourself and how you think about yourself. Sitting with yourself in silence, learning all of the possible tools, spiritual tools you can use every day with yourself, for yourself, to allow this energy flow up and outside of you. If you need help, hire help. Find a like-minded tribe, and most of all, feel good enough, worthy enough to invest in yourself. We've been shown it's okay to get a £100,000 mortgage for the house, that there is no stability, it's no promise that it's gonna make you happy, it's no promise that it's gonna be still worthy this amount of money within 5 years or 20 years. Not at all. Yet we made it that okay and a priority. But when you are given opportunity from your higher self to invest in yourself 2,000 British pounds or 5,000 British pounds, all of a sudden it's like no, because of the deep unworthiness, and the old self doesn't want to let you go. That's why being in your heart center, opening that heart into coherence and being led by your heart, not analytical mind, is the way. And the only way to connect with your heart and start learning how to listen that divine guidance is by cleaning, cleansing, purifying, blessing those all energy centers. I will talk about it very soon. There is an amazing video with all of the instructions and meditations that I'm releasing very soon. So watch the space, follow, subscribe, like, save that video, share with others. Thank you for being you. If the last few days and a week has been difficult for you, huge big well done. It's been difficult for many. There is lots of energies that they are moving through us, out of us. The less we resist, the easier it flows, the faster it flows. But that doesn't mean that it is all pleasant. But it doesn't mean it have to be unpleasant and difficult. How we label experience has a massive effect on its results. I'm going to wish you all absolutely all the best. Thank you for showing up every single day for yourself in your meditation, on these lives, on these meditations, on the videos. Thank you for being you. Thank you for commenting and being phenomenal. I wish you all the best, and I will see you soon.